Oh, and we're live. Woo-hoo!
Hello.
Hello, everyone. All of you people who joined us immediately, or who one day are watching this on YouTube or something like that, thinking, I wonder what kind of dopey shit my friends did during quarantine back in area. Or maybe your grandkids are like, oh, you lived through 2020. You're just like, I lived through 2020 shit.
Lived through it.
Check out my friends. They just got drunk every Sunday on camera.
That's pretty much it. Oh.
So, you know, I'd say it could happen. It actually probably will happen. Fuck, there'll probably be a musical about 2020. It's so ridiculous. There will definitely be a song.
What would it be called?
Oh, we don't even know yet. That's the problem. We don't know yet. We're like a little over halfway through. We've had murder hornets.
Right.
We've had COVID. We got statues being torn down, including statues of people who were like statues of Ulysses S. Grant. I mean, if you're gonna tear down my statue, I'm not sure you can tear down the leader of the Union.
Yeah.
But you know, hey, statues, they're all statues. Fuck it. Tear them all down, I guess. Fucking
Who needs statues?
Fuck. Art smart. What else do we have? Americans are being denied entry into Italy.
You mean everywhere?
Yeah, but I mean,
Yes.
Italy's the only one that came up so far. What else we have in 2020? Oh, there's a brain-eating amoeba in Florida. That's this week's new news.
I haven't seen that one.
Yeah, that's new. I guess there's
a
always a brain-eating amoeba in Florida, though.
Well, there's a new swine flu.
Oh, yeah, there was a new swine flu. Also, Kanye West is going to run for president.
How did we miss that?
Yeah, the Yeezy. Yeah, the Yeezy.
Kanye West has announced his candidacy, which must mean he's not supporting Trump anymore. Because he supported Trump in.
But he's Kanye
16,
West.
right?
I'm not sure what he does has any meaning at all, ever.
I don't know.
You know, a fine-ass first lady, though.
Yeah, it's true.
So, I mean, there's that. You know, I think, I don't think he has a lot of chance. Apparently, he's actually too late to even get on enough ballots. So, I don't think we're getting a President Yeezy, folks. Also, he's entirely too into God for me anyway. So,
There's that.
we're going to elect a rapper for president. I want, like, a fucking straight gangster rapper who doesn't fuck around, right? Like, Bone Thugs or something. President Bone Thugs.
President Bone Thugs.
Well, why the fuck not?
Okay, sure. I mean, like you said, if Donald Trump could be president, why not Bone Thugs?
Yeah, why not President Bone Thugs?
Why not? Although, does he have a felony?
Actually, it's a group. It's like 4 of them.
Well, there's Bone Thugs and Harmony.
No, the whole group's called Bone Thugs and Harmony. Yeah,
Oh,
there's
yeah.
Flesh and Bone, Crazy Bone, Wishbone, and Lazy Bone. I believe at least 2 of them have felonies, though. So you have to pick the ones that don't.
That's probably a
Yeah,
good
and
idea.
run them.
Well, you know what? You have president and vice president right there.
But can you not be president if you have a felony?
I don't think so.
I think that's in the Constitution. I mean, I know they did felony disenfranchisement from voting.
That's right. Maybe it is just from voting. Maybe it's not from president.
I mean, maybe you can still get it off. That'd be so fucked up if you're on the ballot in, like, say, well, not Florida now, I guess, but if you're on the ballot in a state that still does felony disenfranchisement,
Right.
and, like, you couldn't vote
You can't
for
vote
yourself,
for yourself. Yeah,
that'd be weird. Cold-blooded.
That would be. Yeah,
But I think you have to be registered. You have to be a registered voter, though, in order to run.
I think so. That's what I'm thinking.
Felony disenfranchisement is more fucked up than I even thought it was.
Yeah, because you say now you can't even run for president.
But that's fucked up. That's fucked up.
I think that's the case, that you have to be registered to vote to run for office.
I think that's true.
Don't quote me.
I feel like that's true.
Don't quote me.
I'm not positive. Brett will come on and correct us at some point.
That is true.
It's sort of what he
I
does.
can't see if anybody's here. It doesn't look like it.
That's okay. Here, put on YouTube later.
Looks like you.
It's fine. All right, so let's see. Oh, we're still talking about 2020. What else do we got? What else could be in the song? Definitely Murder Hornets. We got that already. We got Amoebas. We got Yeezy. We got statues. We got obviously BLM. That goes along with the statues.
And for whatever reason, the Karens just seem to be coming out in droves in 2020. It's a very big. Maybe that's the song. Maybe that's the song. It's going to be Karen.
Yeah. They feel really, really justified. Really, really justified pulling guns on people who do stuff like walk behind their cars.
Right.
Or through their streets.
Or yeah.
I read something the other day. There was just like, it was like a meme or whatever, and it was like a text to this dude's mom. This dude was like texting his mom, and it was like, look, Mom, if you're ever in a store and you start to say something and someone pulls out their phone to start recording you, just fucking stop.
Stop talking.
Stop talking.
Stop talking. That's it. That was a good one. Yeah, I was like, yeah, that's probably a good sign. Like, if you're being recorded while you're talking, especially if you're raising your voice, you should probably stop.
Yeah,
that's a good rule. It's a good rule.
Yeah, I feel like that's everywhere now, man. I can't even, like, cell phone recordings are off the hook. They're ridiculous. If you ever go watch some World Star, man, like you're just like
I don't
World
do-
Star's fucked up though. World
I
Star's
don't,
fucked
I
up.
don't do watch much of the World Star. I gotta be
Man,
honest.
it's fucked up. You'll be a video and there'll be like this one girl, or there was a looking video and this one girl's getting jumped by like 5 girls, right? And there are like 7 people recording it.
Recording it.
And
No one
like
helping.
it takes like 3 minutes before someone comes from off camera to sort of jump in and break it up.
Yep.
So that is fucked up.
That-
Maybe you should do something. But then again, if you do, maybe someone pulls a gun. I don't know, man. Shit is fucked up.
But if you can stand around and record, you can do something, I would think.
The best ones are when the people are trying to fight and record their own fights.
Yes. Yes.
One hand doing a
I like those.
recorder and the other one they're trying to swim with you. Fucking moron.
That is not smart.
Put your phone down, all right?
Put
Or
your
at least
phone
have someone else record it. Or
Right,
here's an
right,
idea.
right.
Don't fucking record the felonies you commit.
That's again good. That's good legal advice right there, Corey. I would say that is good legal advice. Don't record your own felonies.
I mean, how many cases have we seen in the last, say, 10 years? These morons are just like, no, we kidnapped this fucking retarded guy. I'm sorry, special needs guy. And we, like, trapped him in a closet and abused him for, like, a week. And recorded it and put it on Facebook. And you're like, yeah, dude, you're going to jail.
Or did it on Facebook Live. That's always a good one.
They do that too. And you're going to fucking jail, man. You literally recorded you committing crimes. You're going to jail.
You pretty much have most of the evidence they need. I mean, not all of it, obviously, because recordings don't always get convictions. But
That's true. That's true. So there's, extenuating circumstances.
That's right.
Or something.
That's right.
Yeah. And we're watching the show, How to Get Away with Murder. The lead prosecutor, lead defensive chicken is straight crooked. She breaks all the rules.
I've heard good things about that show, but I haven't.
It's good. It's good. It's fun. It's a little wild, honestly. It's like a lot of pushback, flashbacks, and like, I mean, this is a fucked up first year of college, or first year of law school for these kids, man. It's bad. It's all fucked up. So, all right. Well, we've given enough ramble, I think, probably. Hopefully, someone has managed to join us to watch us drink beer now, which is always
Mujda's
very
here.
exciting.
A friend of mine.
Hello, Shane's friend.
Mujda.
All right. So here's the deal for this week. Shane, his wife, me, my wife, all went to an overnight in Monterey on Tuesday. We hit up the Carmel Beach for Tuesday. It's a beautiful beach, by the way. It was not that packed.
Nope.
It's cold, obviously, because the water's just cold. The sand is soft, though. Parking was fine.
Yeah.
It wasn't that packed, like I said. We did walk downtown. A lot of people were in their face masks. I think the face mask one was pretty good over there in Carmel.
Yeah.
So while we're in Carmel, they have a taproot for Alverado there. I guess it used to be called something else, like Yeast of Eden or something. But Alverado bought it and repurposed it. So it's a really, really nice open sort of vibe, right?
Big high ceilings and had an outdoor courtyard area with the shops that were around it that people could sit in. So it was nice. It was a good little setup.
And then indoors had some hard bar tops and some chairs. Like there was a lot of seating. It was like a lot of seating. I thought
It was, and they still did a pretty good job of distancing too. Like the table, there was one table behind us, and then ours, and there was plenty of space between them all for us to all be distanced. So it was good.
Yeah, I want to say 20-ish on tap, something like that.
Something like that. Yeah.
Pretty decent fridge. So we ended up buying these all from the fridge in Alverado. We were gonna do like a Monterey, Carmel area sort of tasting, but the only breweries we found that were actually open like right in the area of Monterey and Carmel were like Dust Bowl, Alverado, Field Work, and then another one on the way out was Kelly, I think, right?
Kelly Brothers.
Oh, and Other Brother. Kelly is
Other
Brother. Well, Kelly was in like not Campbell. It was more near San Jose.
Yeah.
It was in Grove.
Yeah, that's right.
Grove.
We stopped.
No, Grove. I don't know. Something near San Jose.
That was the place.
Morgan Hill.
Morgan Hill. That's
It was
what
in Morgan Hill.
Yep.
The other ones actually in Monterey and Carmel were actually just closed. Apparently, they just aren't open on Tuesdays.
Well, and then there was the two that we tried to stop at that got closed the day we were going.
But that was on the way home. That was Morgan Hill. That was Morgan Hill,
yeah. On Wednesday.
So we managed to pick up 4 beers from Alverado. So we're just doing an Alverado only tasting here. These are all IPAs. Looks like hazy, not hazy, not hazy, hazy. One of these is a Salinas style IPA, whatever that means. And then a couple of hazy. I don't know. They're going to be pretty good. Alverado makes some good beers.
Alverado makes good beer.
If you get a chance to go down to Monterey or Carmel, Alvarado's got a couple stops in the area. It's got one in Salinas, one in Carmel, and one in Monterey. The Monterey one's nice. It's not as open, though, as the Carmel one, for sure.
Oh, yeah.
But it's got a full menu, and I'm not sure if the Carmel one has a full menu, but it looked like it did.
It looked like it did. No, it had some food.
It definitely had some food.
because Cameron, that was where Cameron had the
spicy
Asian chicken sandwich.
That's right. Okay, so it's good. The downtown one in Monterey is great though, because you can like walk from that one like a half a mile towards like the south, no, probably the west, I guess. A half mile west to get to Dust Bowl, or a half mile east to get to Fieldwork, which also have really nice open outdoor seating areas. Fieldwork literally has no indoor seating.
Nope.
So that's good. They're doing a great job at both spots, making you wear masks, keeping you socially distanced, assigning you seats, all that stuff. They're doing it right. We did leave on Wednesday, though, and my understanding is that roughly Wednesday, right after we left, the word came down that they are closing all the beaches, closing all the parking lots, and
they pretty much closed everything up again.
Yeah, they're fining you if you weren't wearing your masks, with walking down the street and all that stuff. So we might have just timed our last hurrah before quarantine number 2, right, I guess.
Quarantine number 2.
Yeah.
I didn't want to signal to that one. I didn't want to see.
Yeah. Well,
the first one was
we're on quarantine number 2 because we're still in phase number 1 of the virus.
That's correct.
Yeah.
That's correct. Yeah, this isn't a second phase. This
isn't the
comeback.
comeback.
Literally was like, okay, yeah.
Not the comeback. Not the comeback. Yeah. So that's the deal with today's beers, anyway. I do recommend you go down that way though, and you check out that little strip right there, the Dust Bowl Alverado Fieldwork strip.
I agree.
It's like a nice beers. It's nice. It's nice seats. It's It's a nice area. There's a bunch of food over there too. We ended up at a British pub.
Oh yeah,
for dinner.
Crown and Anchor.
Crown and Anchor. Yeah, Crown and Anchor.
That was some good food.
It was
the
good.
Biggest slice of meatloaf I've ever seen, and a really good spicy sauce. It was good.
Yeah, it was probably the most suspect thing we did of the entire weekend from a COVID perspective, because it was in fact in a relatively small room, but we were about 8 feet away from any single other person.
Yep.
So we were probably okay.
And all the staff had their
and there was only one other person. There was like 2 other people in the entire room, so
it was not a whole lot of people.
It wasn't very big. Yes. It was good though. What did I get? I got the shepherd's pie. No, it's not shepherd's pie. Other thing, cottage pie. I call it something else.
Something like MacArthur or something.
No, I got some other pie. It's like shepherd's pie. I don't know. It's basically shepherd's pie.
It was kind of, but it looked good.
It was really good. It was really good. Yeah,
and good gluten-free options for the wife.
They did. They had gluten-free options. The curry fries were good.
Yeah.
So that was a good stop. If you're into some British food, some fish and chips. The wife seemed to dig on her.
It is a little strange to find because it's kind of back and around the corner, but I'd go back.
It's a little hit. All right, I think that's it. That's it for our trip down there. There wasn't a ton else to talk about. We walked around a bit.
Yep.
We drove home. On the way home, we did hit a couple breweries. We stopped at Other Brother in Seaside. Nice facility, big old auto shop probably.
Yep.
Also, fresh baked bread. They literally share their store space with a bread bakery.
And it was good bread.
Good bread. Shane bought some bread. It was good?
Yep.
Okay.
It was good. Sourdough bread and then the
cinnamon
chocolate, dark chocolate,
cinnamon chocolate.
Something, yeah.
So that's good stuff. The beer was all right. We didn't buy any cans there. I thought the Hefeweizen was really, really good. I thought they had a honey hef, and it was really, really good. And I thought about buying a 4-pack, but then I was like, well, am I ever going to go to my fridge and just grab this honey Hefeweizen to drink? And the answer's probably not all that often. So that's my wife. She's coming out to do some cooking. How she rolls.
She's making the bulgogi.
She's making bulgogi. So hopefully it's going to be good. Last time she made it was good, so I'm assuming it's probably
good. She should be pretty good at it.
Let's see. After Seaside, our next stop was Kelly Brewery, I think. Just called Kelly.
Something Kelly, yeah.
In Morgan Hill. Unfortunately, we got there 15 minutes after Gavin Newsom pushed the new SIP, basically.
Yep. And the owner was really good about it. He's just like, this is my liquor license. I don't want anyone to get hurt. I don't want to get in trouble. So, sorry, guys. But we bought some beers from them, and they were pretty good. They were okay,
Yeah, they were okay. They were okay. I got some rye IPA out there. It's not bad. Yeah. It wasn't too bad. We wanted to stop, obviously, just get a couple beers and play a couple games there. It looked like a nice facility. They had pool, they had shuffleboard, they had a nice outdoor setting.
It was actually a pretty good size facility.
It seemed really promising, but we can't win them all. So after that, we went to Running Shop and Hops, which apparently for some reason wasn't doing draft beers. They were letting you fill a crowler and then drink a crowler on their porch.
Yep. Which is strange.
Or you could buy a can and then drink their can on their porch. But you couldn't just get a draft beer on their porch. But they could fill crowlers and growlers from their drafts.
It was strange.
So that's a little weird. And I didn't really want to buy a whole brand new growler so you and I could have one beer.
That is correct.
We would have bought a beer. I just bought a beer in a solo cup right there, old school. That's what we needed. But
and then they had nothing to do with running.
Yeah.
Right?
No, not even really.
They're it used to have running stuff, but they don't have it anymore. So it was a little strange.
So so I guess it used to be a running shop.
They had 30 taps, something like that?
It was 86, I think.
It was some insane number of taps.
Some nuts number. So, what else? Then our last stop on the way home was Fieldwork in Redwoods. Where's Great America? Santa Clara.
Santa Clara.
Fieldwork in Santa Clara was our final stop. It wasn't Fieldwork. My wife is right. It was Bear Bottle. Bear Bottle in Santa Clara. Sorry, Bear Bottle. They got a lot of beer to go. They have a very small patio. If you go out there, they will let you sit there, provided you're within your 6 feet. Everyone was cool.
That is true.
Yeah.
The indoor facility looked nice, but they weren't letting anybody inside.
Oh, the indoor looked beautiful.
And they did have a good setup on the outside, but just not a lot of seating. So
That is a gorgeous looking location.
yes,
Gorgeous.
And apparently they just opened just in time for COVID.
Yeah, they opened. Not that long ago. So we'll see. All right, so that's it. That's it. That's for our trip. I think that's all the beer drinking that we did on our trip, right?
Yeah, we didn't actually do it.
All right, so let's start drinking these beers. They're IPAs, so we let them warm up a little bit because everyone likes their IPAs not as cold as they could be.
That's true. That's what makes a good IPA.
Maybe I just fucking talk too much.
Yeah,
Also
fine.
possible. So as I said, we got 4 beers. So we're going to start with the same process we always start with: appearance first, smell second, and then we move on to drinking.
I've got all my appearances scored. I really like the look of number 1 there.
That's a nice glass right there. There's
It
no
is.
particulates.
That's nice. I give this one a 9. I
That's
like
good.
it.
That's beautiful. Yeah, that's a 9. That's a good one. That's a good one. Okay. These are just good-looking beers,
They
man.
really are. I mean, I like 1 better than 4 a little bit on the hazy color, because it's a little
Right. I
more
kind of
bright
think you
and
got to compare
vibrant.
1 versus 4.
It's just, 1's just a little bit more vibrant. So I gave, but it is a nice hazy look, so I gave all the other 3 8s because they look great.
I feel like there's 2 9s and 2 8s in here.
I can see that.
Right, because I feel like one of these clear ones is probably better looking than the other clear
They
one.
look very similar to me. I can't tell.
I feel like the one on the right here is like a little more golden.
I get that feeling too, like the number 2 is a little darker, just a tiny bit.
Yeah, not a lot though, for
No.
sure. I'm going to go 8 and then 9 here, because I just want a little bit of differentiation here today. I don't know if it's the best choice, but most, so let's see, I'll smell.
Yes, I actually already smelled number 1. This smells great.
This does smell great.
That smells great. Little danky, little citrusy,
Yeah,
little
danky,
tropical.
citrusy. Not like danky, not like crazy, like
No,
come on,
just a
level
little
danky
danky.
right
Yeah, no.
here.
At least the right amount for me, so I give that bad boy a 9.
Also, it's hot out here. I should have brought a towel.
So you are actually sweating pretty good. That's true. Try standing in front of a flame.
Going 9 over there. I'm gonna go hazy.
So like how that one smells. Oh, you're gonna go to the hazy? That's probably a good idea. Keep the hazies together.
This is good too. It's got a little bit more of a sour tinge to me.
Yep.
I'm gonna go with 8 on this. Oh man, that Bulgogi smells good though.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I get that at 9.
Yeah, this one.
The bulgogi smells great. To be perfectly honest with you, I've given it a 10.
Not a ton to me on number 2 smell.
No,
Going
I
with 7.
agree. Yeah, we'll go. Number 2 and 3 don't quite have as much aroma to them.
It's hard.
Yeah, and now I'm getting the onion smell from the bulgogi too. So
I think the goldener one actually rates a little bit better on smell. There's just a little bit more smell on it, but it's still super light.
yeah, I gave them both 7s.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with a 9 and 8. So I mix that up. Right.
And I gave number 4 an 8.
Hot.
I like number 1 just a little bit better all the way.
All right, let's try these beers.
Now let's see if it comes
Start
out in
with
the
one. I'm
taste.
gonna go 1, 4, 2, 3 though.
I'm not quite getting as much as I hoped for.
There's an orange juicy kind of burn at the
Yeah.
back end, I think, for sure. It's not like the best beer I've ever had. This is a super good example of a hazy.
Yep.
This is
Yeah, this is
Alverado.
this is what if you were gonna give someone a hazy, like this is your classic hazy right here.
Do you not want cigarettes?
No, I just wanted to spread it
They're
out.
all dirty.
No, I just wanted it spread out. I thought it was pretty.
You just want a little America in our
Yeah. American polka dots.
It says Sunday Fun Day on our thing.
What?
On the It's Sunday, Monday,
Sunday,
morning.
Monday.
It's good. No, this is really good.
Yeah, I mean, give it like a.
It's not perfect though. It's like a 25.
Yeah, I was gonna go 24. Again,
The aftertaste
8
is.
out of 10. But it is very drinkable.
Oh, I thought I did a hazy with the other one. How funny.
18. So that's
Hopefully I
gonna
didn't
be
mix up the cans.
18, 42, 85. Hope you didn't mix up. You think you mixed up the cans?
84.
No, I thought I did hazies on 1 and 3
Nope, 1 and 4.
because I was trying to alternate it.
I'm just gonna finish this.
I'm right there with you.
Okay.
It was good. It's
Water splash.
very drinkable. I mean, between the look of it, the smell of it,
That's good beer, man. That's good beer.
it's good beer.
That's good beer.
All right, then we'll skip to
I'm gonna go to 4.
number 4.
Yeah, we're just gonna go to 4. Right?
It's the other hazy.
We'll do hazy, non-hazy, not hazy.
Hazy.
That's originally how I had it set too. I should have just left it that way.
Sierra approves.
She's like, fuck you
I think
guys.
Mullen only tunes in to watch like Sierra walk by or get on camera occasionally. Honestly,
Makes sense.
that dude loves watching dogs on camera. For a long time, his Twitter was literally just dog feeds, like just dogs everywhere. And now I think it's all COVID, so it's just COVID and dogs. I might like the taste better on this one. Like not
trying
a
to- yeah,
lot, but like
I'm-
just a little. Like
I'm-
just
I'm-
a little.
The aftertaste is, I think, a little bit better. But I think it's actually even a little more drinkable than.
It's a little sharper, I think, in the acidicness.
I like the finish better.
I think it's like I think it's like 1 point, but this is gonna make them tie. I'm literally gonna give them that.
Oops.
But not sure. I got a good drinkability here, though. The problem is it's a drinkability 1 point higher too. I think it might be.
Denise is, I think, going to get caramelized. I put it on foil to say.
Oh.
So I think this is going to be 1 point higher overall.
Mine is. That's what mine came out to. 86. Yeah. Because it got 2 points lower on appearance and smell for me.
85. 1 point higher.
I mean, that's good. That's good beers though. 85 and 86, man. That's good beer. This is kicking the shit out of fucking last week's. No, 2 weeks ago's taste test, right? No, yeah,
Last
Sacramento. The Sacramento taste test.
Sacramento taste, yeah.
We're gonna have to do the Santa Rosa one pretty soon.
That is true.
It'll be like hen-house. We'll straight up. We'll blind taste test Pliny.
That's a good idea. Wine taste test Pliny.
We'll get Pliny. We'll get hen-house, whatever hen-house's one is. And there's several other breweries.
Yeah, Republic's up there. They do an IPA.
Yeah, they have Racer 5.
They have Racer 5.
Racer 5's a fine IPA. Everybody's a critic. Maybe the cans just aren't pretty
Is it
enough for
first
you.
show now? Is that what it is?
Jeez. We stopped at Racer 5 once, so we did. We stopped at Erie.
We did, yeah. The Erie was
You were with us when we stopped, but yeah.
yeah, we did because we were up there for the half, right?
No, we didn't stop together. We did it on our way up to go to Pebble,
Didn't I go to
Last
the
week,
Republic?
the last week. not their downtown either. Right?
No, we went to the one outside. I remember going there because it had the outside, the inside dining area had like this the silo looking thing.
We went there once with Shane.
Yeah.
Did we really?
Yeah.
Alright. Fuck it. I don't know. I guess we did.
We did. I liked it. I mean, they're okay. You know, it's basically you're going back to like the granddaddies of IPAs. You know, your Racer 5s, your Pliny the Elders.
I think it'd be good. I think we could do like Santa Rosa. We gotta make sure they're a little open enough. We'll probably, honestly, at this rate, like given the new SIPs, we'll probably pick us. It'll probably be like a 4-hour drive just to do pickups. So, yep, we better be willing to spend like $200 each on fucking beer to make the drive worthwhile.
Well, they're making
Well,
it
we have to
stops.
What they let us drink there, though, it's the thing.
Oh, I know. Yeah, that's. I think we're back to at least 4 more weeks of this.
Right, I have trouble driving like 2 hours to get to the breweries. Like, if I just have to stop and pick them up, or even like an hour if I stop, an hour and a half, or whatever, I have to stop and pick them up, like multiples. Like, I did it when I went to Elk Grove to pick up the one time.
Yep.
Just because, like, I knew I just wanted to pick up and I wanted to get out of the house, but like, if I'm driving to Santa Rosa, like I'd rather just be able to grab a couple beers and then just like stop and drink a beer outside or whatever. Like
I totally agree.
we've done it before. We the three of us did a real nice Santa Rosa day trip that one time. We hit like
Yes. Oh God, I can't remember how many we did. It was fun.
we hit a lot. I don't even know how I was cool to drive, but like I'm pretty sure I actually was cool to drive. Like I slowed it down enough, enough.
Remember, don't put your crimes on camera, Corey.
No, I think I was fine actually, because I weigh 250 fucking pounds, and I
Does
eat
help.
like a motherfucker,
That does help. Both of those things help. You are correct.
right? So I'm not just like batting doubles all day, right? So I mean,
That's also true.
probably okay. But it was good though. We should do that. Like that'd be great. We should totally blind taste test some Pliny, some in-house.
Yep.
And maybe
We'd
some
have to get a
beer
non-hazy
public.
from in-house.
We can get a non-hazy. They're standard. They're Hollow Moon or whatever. It's just a standard IPA, I think. Yeah. And then there's a couple others. There's a place with the Bacon Fight. The Bacon Fight place in Santa Rosa is fun.
Yes.
You haven't been. You'll like the Bacon
No, I
Fight
haven't.
one, I'm sure.
Oh, you had me at bacon.
Fuck doesn't like a bacon flight, am I right? I've done bacon flights like 3 times in my life, and they've always been pretty fun.
I mean, how can you go wrong on a bacon flake?
Yeah, you have a cinnamon sugar one usually, and like a chocolate one, and like it depends. Like sometimes you get a bunch of sweet ones, sometimes you get like just like different like spices on them. Sometimes you get a little mixture, like 5 nice sort of. Ooh, it's good. It's good. It's good. All right, moving on to some beer. It's definitely allergies. I can totally tell. Like, as we sit outside, like I get more breathing, and like it's like I feel like going away.
Well, I mean, you are
allergy
sitting
pill.
behind what I would call that thing's gonna be like an allergy.
And I took my allergy pill now, so it's fine. Just kidding. It was hella weird. It was like the end of the run, like 40 minutes into the run, so I was like fucking like allergy hacking. It was stupid.
Huh.
It's good.
It's all
It's
right.
good.
It's all right.
It's the truth is that I just like New England / hazy IPAs like better than like West Coast style pale ales. Like it's sort of the thing, you know. Like I just like them better.
Yeah. I mean, it depends on the hops for me. That's usually a big thing for me. Like if I can get a West Coast IPA with some Citra or some Simcoe, I like that a lot because it gives it the citrusy flavors, a little more tropical flavors. So
I think it's doing a whole lot. I mean, I don't know what hops are in this one. We'll talk about it at the end, but I mean, I'm not sure it has any of the citrusy ones. It's probably got some old school ones like the red, right? I guess you could make the hazy beer with the same sort of similar profile and not make it hazy, right? Would that be theoretically possible? Isn't it only hazy because you do a different grain?
Yes, the hazy has nothing to do with the hops or anything else. Usually they basically just add some oatmeal or other adjuncts to really just add the cloudiness to it. It's nothing to do with anything else.
A brewery should do a beer where they use the exact same recipe, except they just add the oatmeal to make it hazy for one, and then they don't for the other one. And they just sort of have people blind taste test, and that would be so fun.
I agree.
I've never heard of it being done that way, but it'd be fun. Because
It would be fun.
I expect the oat or the hosey, it's probably going to affect the flavor a little bit. These are probably like clarified to like a world
Filter.
back or whatever.
Yeah.
Because I mean, this is clear as shit, man.
It is. Well, and like you say, they're gorgeous. They're just absolutely gorgeous.
I mean, this is good. It's worse than the other two, though, for sure. I think I'm gonna go down to like 23 on this. I think the aftertaste is really nice, though.
I gave it a few points less. I got it to a 79.
I think the aftertaste is as good as the other ones.
I agree. I put a 16 on the aftertaste, and it's actually pretty drinkable. I gave it a 25. It is pretty drinkable.
Yeah, I'm gonna go 24 on the drinkability, 15, 38, 45, 55, 59, 79. So I mean, it's still losing, but it's really. The loss on this one is it's totally a stylish.
Again,
it's totally a stylish.
We're not in the 50s or 60s. You know, these are all pretty good
I mean,
beers.
if we were drinking all this kind of beer, there's a good chance we'd be rating them higher, right? That's kind of the problem, right? Like the problem is as we rate, like we rated these ones so high, we have to rate these ones sort of in relation to how we felt about these ones. So it's all sort of relative. If we were good enough to do some sort of true, non-biased sort of rating, right? We could just look at all of them on their own and rate them just entirely on their own and forget about anything we've had before. I'd be different. I expect this to probably be a little bit higher. But
Probably. No, yeah. Like I said,
I like it less than these two, so I have to score it less than these two.
That's pretty much what it is.
All right. It's good. It's good though. It's good. All right. So we're gonna do a little bit of a. I think probably after this one we might actually have one more this year. We might grab one of those Kellys because I have the rye IPAs up there.
Okay.
Let's just try it to throw it in. Stop. We'll just taste it.
Because what else are you gonna do? Yeah.
I think. just because I have a 4-pack of it. I'm not going to drink all the 4-pack of it. I think you got the other 2 and I got that one, I think. So the only other thing interesting you might want to drink on the camera is that Scotch ale I got from Highwater. That Whiskey Jack. Yeah. Super smoky. That might be worth a shot. If you want to drink more here. So, right now, these are only 5-ounce pours, so we actually not drinking as much as we are. We are drinking way less these days, by the way, in case you haven't been watching, way less these days than our first few. Our first few, we would do 6 tasters, and they would all be a full fucking pint.
Yep.
And at the end, we'd be a little faded. Also, it cost us a lot of cans. Then we moved on from there to plastic glasses. Those were roughly 8 ounces each.
Yep.
So between us, we had 1 pint, which actually made buying super easy.
Yep.
Now my wife bought us these beautiful tasting cups.
Yes.
But
Father's Day presents.
Yes, Father's Day presents. They're only 5-ounce pours though. So we actually get 5 ounces of each to taste, and then we'll actually get like an extra bit, and we'll just drink the rest at the end. So in the end of this, we'll actually still drinking roughly 4 pints between us, but it won't be evenly. It's only 2 pints each though. Like, right, compared to literally the first one I did. The first one I did, I think, was like, it was like 5 stouts or something stupid. It was like the first show I did. For the first time I live this.
It was a lot.
So we've definitely tapered it back some.
We have.
All right, so you know, you guys can feel okay about our livers.
Yes.
Actually, don't. Actually, you should probably pray for mine.
Thoughts and prayers.
Yeah, you probably should actually pray for my liver a little bit. It's fine. I still run though. I run.
I'm supposed to.
I'm basically convinced that it fixes everything. So
I did not run today. I should have. I did.
It's okay. There's still time. If you run now, you'll get some sweat in.
Yeah.
Drop some weight. It'll be great. You put on one of your kids' hoodies and go for a run.
What the fuck? Eugene says Christian Bale was the best Batman. I don't know what that has to do with anything.
Okay, so all right, let's talk about it. It's fine. Let's talk about it. Christian Bale was the best Batman. So who are our Batman? Our Batman options are Adam West, Michael Keaton, Val Kilmer, Christian Bale.
You skipped.
Who did I skip?
What's his name from ER?
George Clooney.
He was Batman.
Yeah, Val Kilmer. And then Ben Affleck.
Ben Affleck.
Yeah,
Yes.
Okay, so and now also Edward from Twilight.
Right.
His name is not coming into my head right now. Okay, so here's the problem. Your premise here is that Christian Bale is the best Batman. I'm not sure that's true. I think Christian Bale was in the best Batman movies.
I agree with that.
And I don't even think that's particularly close.
I actually really liked Michael Keaton's
I was going to say, I think Keaton was a good Batman.
Because he had a little bit of everything. You know, he had the Christian Bale always was a little standoffish for me, even when he was not being Batman, even with Bruce Wayne.
But I don't think Christian Bale could have pulled off Keaton's Batman.
Right.
But I'm not sure they could have done it the other way either.
No, I agree with that too. I mean, you know, but I do. I think Michael Keaton was a better Batman. I also like that first Batman movie. I thought it was a good Batman movie.
It was good.
You're right that the Christian Bale Batman movies are the better Batman movies.
They are the better Batman movies. I mean, I love Jack Nicholson as the Joker, honestly.
I agree.
And I liked how it was sort of comic-y and gimmicky and stupid, right? But also like a good show. Yeah. And then it got dumb. But
I like that guy's movies. I always liked his movies.
Keaton?
No, the director. His name.
Who, Bale's or Keaton's?
Keaton's. I can't remember his name because he did like A Night Before Christmas and Edward Scissorhands. He does all those movies, and he makes really good movies. He just makes entertaining movies.
So we don't necessarily agree, Eugene. We think he has the best Batman movies, but not necessarily he is the best Batman.
I think, well, I'm going to say I think the worst Batman was Batfleck.
You think Batfleck? I think Batfleck's problem was that I'm a Ben Affleck fan, like just as a general rule. I just think he's fun. I think. Really, I'm probably more of a. Honestly, I'm really a big fan of him because he was in Dogma and he was in Chasing Amy.
There you go.
And I think you gotta like not take your shit super seriously to be in some of those Kevin Smith movies. Right?
I agree. I mean, I like me to Kevin Smith.
Right movies. In Mallrats, he was just like the asshole who was dating the one chick and fucking like the store guy. That was funny, right? And he's gonna fucking bang the girl in like the backseat of a Volkswagen, or actually the backseat of an incredibly small car, like a Volkswagen. Which is hilarious, right? And then he rolls out in like Dogma, and he's hilarious in Dogma, right? And then he's funny. He's funny in those shows. That's more of a Kevin Smith thing than
I agree.
a Batfleck thing.
Yeah.
But Batfleck didn't have a lot to work with though. He didn't get his own movie, right?
No, he never got his own movie.
He was just effectively in 2 movies, right? Justice League and Batman vs Superman, right?
Right.
Right. Batman vs Superman, it didn't suffer from Ben Affleck so much as it suffered from just like a fucking terrible premise.
Well, and not to mention, just that those movies have not been well written. They're just not.
They're not good.
The DC movies have, other than Wonder Woman, the
It's
DC
Superman.
movies have been completely subpar.
It's fucking Superman is an impossible character. It's dumb. So it's the same reason why Captain Marvel is never going to be like a huge franchise, right? She's just too goddamn powerful. She just is. Like in the last movie, she fucking ran through a spaceship for fuck's sake.
So you go through a whole spaceship. Yeah. Nope.
Right, I mean, give me a break, right? Like, here's an idea. Stop making incredibly overpowered superheroes if you want to write stories about them. We have to believe that something can happen to them.
That's true.
Right. And I mean, granted, Superman dies, spoiler alert, in Superman vs. Batman, right? Or Justice League or whatever. He dies somewhere.
Batman
He
vs.
dies.
Superman.
He dies. Right, but he dies in the middle of a fight with, like, another crazily overpowered creature that he apparently simultaneously kills. And, damn, they fuck up a city when they do that, though.
I do.
I did like that actually about the Zack Snyder stuff, where he actually showed the fact that like these superheroes having these fights just
Demolished.
devastates a city, man.
Yep.
Just devastates a city. I mean, look, it's the premise from The Incredibles, right? All these superpowered people are fucking up our cities while they're stopping these crimes, right? I'm not sure it's worth it. And it's a totally reasonable idea.
Oh, it is. It is. Yeah.
I mean, just imagine these assholes who are super overpowered just fucking flying through the
Right. Like
buildings
you
and
throw
shit, man.
somebody and they go crashing through the building and basically take out floors and stuff. I
Right.
totally agree.
If I was Batman, I also would have wanted to make a plan to kill this fucking overpowered fuck.
And of course, Eugene, we're happy to take suggestions from the audience. We enjoyed that DC debate, I believe. And look at this nonsense
Oh, I mean,
here.
it's easy. My wife loves me so much. She does. No, it's true. Here's today's meal. Short rib and garlic fried rice. It's going to be very good.
It is going to be good.
Any other questions? We haven't rated this last beer yet. So that's our take on Batman. We basically agree. Basically, we agree. Wonder Woman was good, though. I thought Aquaman was fun, too.
Aquaman was fun. I agree. It was, but I also, that's the movie where you're like, how seriously can you take the Aquaman character? And they're only kinda.
Momoa's sort of magnetic, though, like on his own.
Yeah.
Right?
No.
That dude is imminently watchable. You got to watch C. Have you seen that? It's the
I haven't
Apple
seen
Plus
C yet.
one.
Yeah, no, I haven't
You
seen
don't have Apple, you can fucking have to pirate it somehow. It's good. No, it's good. But
he's very magnetic. He's like The Rock was in his early movies, where
Right.
it's just like he's on screen and you're watching him.
It took him a long time to get there, right? Because he was like, Momoa was like big, and he was in Stargate for like a long time.
Yep.
I think,
He was
right?
way back.
Which I love. I'm a Stargate fan. Like honestly, I'm a Stargate fan. So, but he's magnetic, so that
He
helps.
is.
I think on Aquaman. Now that universe compared to the Marvel universe is like outside of Captain Marvel is kind of reachable. Like you
Sure.
can see Iron Man getting killed.
Right.
Right.
But that's because he doesn't have any
You can't.
superpowers.
I mean, you literally cannot kill a Hulk, but you can see Hulk being all fucked up.
Yes.
It's literally impossible to kill him. Thor's a weird case, right? Because he's a superpowered, like especially. So.
Right. I mean, he is technically a god.
But what's important there is that the Thor movies, especially with the newer director, they don't take it super seriously.
Yeah.
Which makes the show super watchable.
One of the worst Marvel movie of them all was Thor 2.
Dark World,
it's
right?
Not even, yes,
Yeah.
it's not even close. But one of the best of
Was
their
Thor 3,
movies
right?
Was Thor 3.
It was so
Because
good.
it was campy, it was fun, it didn't take itself too seriously. I
It was
really enjoyed
it was
that.
vibing that Guardians vibe.
Yep.
The
And
Guardians
Guardians of the Galaxy,
Guardians 3 with Thor like in it some will be hilarious. It could be super good.
super fun.
I mean, I think it's busted up what happened to more Gamora. And because I
Yes.
kind of like the Gamora Star-Lord sort of vibe.
Yep.
So that sucks. But I mean,
It does
that's
suck.
what it is, I guess. All right, I should rate this before I drink it all. Forget.
Well, I think I like this one better than 2,
I agree. Actually, I think it's better than 2.
and just not as good as 1 and 4.
It's funny. I think it's pretty much right, actually. Damn. A weird set of beers today.
So that's 39, 49, 55, 41. I gave it an 81.
83. All right, so I'm going to get our cans real quick. I think my wife is right as a
Oh, I can do that.
Oh, I can go get them.
I'm closer.
It's true. It's my wife.
That is true.
Barley. Ooh. You know I ain't giving you none, Sierra. Watching us eat on camera must be weird. What exactly is a short rib?
I don't know exactly. All right, here they are.
We require beer.
In order from my left to my right. Beer number 1. Alverado Street, the Salinas Style IPA.
What, that Selena style's a hazy? I didn't even realize that.
Did not either. When I asked what it meant, it was like, it's just a marketing thing. So, the Salinas Style IPA here. That was beer number 1, which we ranked second best.
Second best?
I think it's called Ag Boss. Doesn't say what the hops are, unfortunately.
No good
I
info.
like it when they do that, but this one doesn't.
Sorry, guys.
Nope, no idea.
Obviously, can't. Let me try.
Okay, good.
I'm gonna pour it out. I'm gonna pour some too. You can have number 4 though.
Okay, cool. Number 2 is Dwayne's World.
Yeah, Ag Boss is right. Oh, this actually says India Pale Ale. It's not actually some Pale Ale.
And this one says number 2 has Nelson and Citra hops. Which
Yeah,
explains
that
why
sounds
we
right.
liked it.
That sounds right.
And I
That
like
sounds
the label. It's a good label.
right. Yeah, it's definitely hazy.
Beer number 3 was the Mai Tai
Beer
IPA,
number
which
3
I
is the
had
Mai
when
Tai?
I was there and really did like it because it had a little bit of a citrusy note to it. So that explains why I like that one a lot. And beer number 4, the Countach,
The Countach.
the double IPA,
All right,
which
so
I wouldn't have guessed from the
this is
flavor.
a double. Okay, so we
Or
haven't
was
rated
it
the double number 1.
We did.
It's not bad.
And I actually think this is a double 2 because this is DDH, right? Yeah.
It's double dry hop though. DDH
Double
is
dry
double
hop, yeah. What's the alcohol percentage on this one? Doesn't say that either.
All right, so that's a mystery can. It's got to. It literally has to have it somewhere, right?
That's what I thought. But it doesn't.
Uh,
Oh well. I'm not going to report it.
yeah, whatever. It really doesn't.
No.
It's literally right here, underneath.
Oh, there it is.
It's right there on the front.
7%. That's not a double.
7%. Number 1, 7%. Number 2,
Number 2,
Dwayne's World. What's the alcohol on it?
Dwayne's World.
I'll take that.
Corey's
Just
going to
put
have to
that
find
over
this
here. I'll
one
drink that
too.
one. I'll drink this one too. That's fine.
You're going to have to find the alcohol.
That's fine. I actually am going to find the alcohol on this one.
Number 3, which was the Mai Tai, is
7, also
6.5.
Also 7.
And then number 4 at 8.1, the double IPA. Really, we enjoyed all of them, I
We
think.
enjoyed all the beers, I think. So I'm going to call this a super successful tasting, frankly.
I would agree.
So I think that's going to be it. I'm going to wrap this one up unless anyone has any questions. Does anyone have any other questions? Shane and I
No
will
other
rip on
comments or
literally
questions?
anything.
Yeah, pretty much.
She's got like a minute to tell us if you have any questions or comments.
And then we're going to eat this shit.
We will speak
'Cause
our
that looks
mind,
really good.
and it will be moderately amusing.
At least to us.
Well, we're all in quarantine. Like watching assholes on camera is probably just moderately amusing. I've been watching all kinds of Twitch.
Oh, that's true.
I mean, you know, admittedly, I do sort of lean towards girl streamers on Twitch because they tend to interact more often.
I
think,
agree
during,
with that.
during
I
chat.
find- well, and you know,
Sometimes
like,
the guys come off really stiff, but like the girls that are good at it come off super fluid. I think.
I'm just used to the gamers my son watches on whatever Twitch or YouTube, and I don't know, they're just always really loud and
Oh no, I
obnoxious and
I basically stream Magic Arena exclusively. Like I
Right.
watch Magic Arena streams exclusively, and there are several girls who are very good at the streaming
that was
and good at Magic at that point. I mean, I'm not
That,
going to watch
uh,
somebody who's shitty at Magic stream, right? Because that is not fucking entertaining. I don't want to watch some dumbass fuck this shit up. I'm
what's the,
good at Magic. I actually watch good people at Magic.
I can't remember that young girl's name. But she actually, I think, just started her own little stream too. Her and her dad
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. I know what
for.
you're talking about. Yeah. All right. So any questions or we close it
Nope,
out?
that's it.
All right, guys, we're closing it out. Thank you guys for joining us. Next week, I have no idea what we're going to taste. We might just pull 4 beers out of the fridge. We might try for some blindfolded. We might try double blind again next week because we're just pulling out of the fridge. We're pulling out of the fridge. We might do that double blind tasting where we close our eyes and the women just feed us 4 beers and we hope we know what they are. If they're into
Or we
it.
look foolish.
Probably both.
Probably not.
So that's it. Thanks for tuning in.
Happy quarantine too.
Stupid name.